with the Yavam. The ID the Tana Reisha Bidide, Tana Nami Seifa Bidide. Because we said the Seifa with him, the Reisha with him, we said the Seifa with him. Meaning Hasarish Halat Livim To Lo Pesala. Niv'ala, it could have said Niv'ala if she had to be out with anybody. She's pasul because it's a bi'elat zinut. Hu adina afilu la'acher nami. Ve'aydi detana reisha bedideh. Since we said the reisha is talking that he had zinut, he made a halitza. Tana nami seifa bedideh. We said the seifa is talking when he had be out with her, but ein achinami, even somebody else that has be out with her. I'm not understanding. If he's a sris chama, right? So she didn't have a shata kosher, so she doesn't even need a chalitza. So she's not a zikuka. So why should she be nifsila? Ronnie, you want to get me the ritva on my pen? Thank you. The mitzvah etan asked the question. L'chawar nir'eh da'vematzi l'shnuya, we could have answered. Du adin da'afilu be'ala her pesula. Even somebody else is posila. V'hada katani ba'ala. What does it say him? Who? Mishum da'ayri shehu saris. He's a saris. V'hagav urche kamash v'lan da'af. Oh, different answer. Da'af be'ilat saris posil. That even though he's a saris, you might say since he's not molid, it's not a bi'ah. The Amar Shmuel. Not my question. The Chawaraf, he's a sri, she's not zikuka. If she's not zikuka, she shouldn't be posel.
You bought it for this, and let's say tomorrow I want to use it for that. Who cares what you bought it for?
One second, let's see.
Value of this and whatever I want to use it for. I have three values. The price on it is.
I don't know.
I have a car.
I don't know why. If he's a saris, unless there's another brother. If there's another brother, so that's what we're talking about. Okay. V'chen ailonit, must be there's another brother. The saris that had be out with her is posela, because legabehem it's eshet achiv shelo b'mkom mitzvah. Since there's another brother, she's a kukalo, and anybody else that had be out with her is a yevamot lashuk. V'chen ailonit shehaltzu la'achin, an ailonit that one of the brothers made chalitza to her. We said that an ailonit, because she's not ra'uya lehakamat shem, she can't have any children. So she's also lo holtzin la. Right? So now if one of the brothers gave a chalitza, he wasn't posela for the kohen. But if he had be out with her, so that eshet achiv shelo b'mkom mitzvah, he's posela again. Ta'amad de be'aluha. The reason why she's pasul is because he had be out with her. Ha lo be'aluha, but if they didn't have bi'ah with her, lo, she's not pasul to a kohen. Keman, who's the author of this Mishnah? The lo Rabbi Yehuda, it's not like Rabbi Yehuda. The Rabbi Yehuda, if it's like Rabbi Yehuda, ha amar ailonit zonahi. He says an ailonit is a zonah anyway. He says she's a zonah to kohen anyway, so therefore it can't be like Rabbi Yehuda. Rashi, the ha amar ailonit zonahi beperek kabal yivimto. V'yalifna mehiznu. Velo yifrotzu. They have zinut and they don't spread.
Well, I guess it's not really fair to say she's a zonah. she can't have children.
A zonah doesn't have to be a negative thing, but for her to be with a kohen is considered like a zonah. Seris hama kohen shenasa bat Yisrael ma'achila betruma. So a kohen who's a seris hama and he's allowed to get married. We said a seris adam who's a psuah daka. We said before he's not ma'achil, right? He's posel her. But a seris hama, look in Rashi, seris hama kohen. Aval seris adam mifsal nami pasila. When he has bi'awah, there'll be posela. Dahainu pitzu adaka. So seris hama kohen shenasa bat Yisrael ma'achila betruma. He feeds the teruma. Rabbi Yosef, Rabbi Shimon omrim androgynous kohen shenasa bat Yisrael ma'achila betruma. An androgynous, right? He's male and female, who's a kohen, and he marries a bat Yisrael ma'achila betruma. He's both, yes. Androgynous is male and female together. Natural. Right? It's freaky. He's not a normal person. He has some freakish things. Ma'achila betruma. He feeds the teruma. So we're considering his marriage to be a halachic marriage. Right? Rabbi Yehuda Omer. So the famous, we have throughout Shas, we have a pair of guys that we talk about all the time. Tumtum and androgynous, right? All the time. But now we're gonna cut them apart. The androgynous, he has both. He's plumbed both ways, right? The tumtum, he's the mystery guy. His evarim are covered, and we don't know what's under there, right? So Rabbi Yehuda Omer, tumtum shenekra v'nimtza zachar. So this tumtum, his whatever type of covering they have, ripped open, and we turned out that the mystery guy was a zachar. He was a male. There's male plumbing under there. He says lo yachlot. He can't make chalitza mepeneh shehu kisaris. He's equivalent of a saris.
Wait a second, what's the big deal where he looks like a female but he's a male?
Which guy? The tumtum, he's born, and normally, how do you check? Look down there, he's either a boy or a girl. This guy, you look down there, it's covered. So we don't know what kind of plumbing is there. Right? Now it ripped open. And he's a boy. This is lo yachlot. If there's other brothers, he shouldn't make chalitza yesh acher. Why? Mebnei shu kesiris. He's like a seris. It seems like Rabbi Yehuda is saying he's not going to have children. Androgynous noseh avalonisa. And androgynous, and then we said he has both. So, the same way that you're relating to his male plumbing as being a male, and you're allowing him to marry a lady. Why don't one guy will say, no, I want to focus on the female plumbing, and I'll marry him or her. I'll consider him or her, or her, and I'll marry her. Androgynous noseh avalonisa. He could marry, but he can't be married. Rabbi Eliezer Omer. So that sounds like it's a safek. Rabbi Eliezer Omer, androgynous hayavim alav sekila kizachar. So according to the Tana Kama, it seems like he could marry a woman because at most there's no clear isur in him marrying a woman. If he's a guy, it's good, and if he's a girl, it's not kimaser etzraim because that's not isha no se isha. This guy he's a male. He has male plumbing. Whereas if a man marries him or her, right, assuming that he's really considered an isha, you're okay. But if he's considered a zachar, it's chayav sekila. So it's a safek isur. But if it happened, I wouldn't be able to give him sekila because it's still a safek. Rabbi Eliezer Omer, androgynous chayavim alav sekila kezachar. An androgynous is chayav sekila. He's a vadai zachar. Rashi, avalon nisa shehu kezachar. He's considered like a male. V'ashochev imo areo kebal hazachar. Rabbi Eliezer Omer beGemara mefaresh puktayu how they're arguing. If it's like I said, or maybe it's something else. Says the Gemara.
He didn't have on Isha, it's no problem?
Who? Androgynous?
Yeah.
What could be the problem? He's male. We're considering him male. The question is how male? Vadai male or safek male? Pshita mao de tema. Pshita that is Sris Chama that gets married. There's no question that Sris Chama is a male, so why should I have a question that if he gets married, if his wife should eat teruma? Mao de tema, I might say. Molid ma'achil she'enu molid. Enu ma'achil, only someone that could have children could feed his wife teruma. But the Sris Chama because we checked with all the signs, and he can't father children, so he won't be able to feed his wife teruma. Kamash malan that we don't make that dirasha. Look in Rashi. Mao de tema molid ma'achil de daikinan vilid beto hem yochilu. Right, we had that dirasha before. Vilid beto hem yochlu belachmo mobi doresh vilid molid ma'achil she'en molid en ma'achil kamash malan. We don't make that dirasha. Rabbi Yosef and Rabbi Shimon omrim. Androgynous kohen shenisa nasa bat yisrael ma'achila betruma. Androgynous could feed his wife teruma. Amar Reish Lakish ma'achila betruma ve'en ma'achila behazev v'shok. He could feed a teruma, but he can't feed the hazev v'shok is parts of the korban shelamim. Hare l'chaura they both deoraita. Teruma is deoraita, hazev v'shok is deoraita. Rabbi Yochanan Amar af ma'achila behazev v'shok. He could also feed a hazev v'shok. Says the Gemara, Ulresh Lakish, Mai Shena Hazev V'Shok Deoraita. Why can't he feed a Hazev V'Shok? Because it's Deoraita. Teruma Nami Deoraita. Teruma is also from the Torah. Says the Gemara, Hacha B'Mayaskinam B'Teruma B'Zman Hazeh Drabanan. Resh Lakish is saying it's talking in Teruma nowadays. After the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed, and Rov Yisrael is not in Eretz Yisrael, so therefore the Teruma is Drabanan. The teruma is the Rabbanan, and therefore, midrabanan, we consider an androgynous zachar to feed his wife teruma. Aval, right? Hazev v'shok. Mama teruma bezman hazeh drabanan. Aval. So nowadays that there's no Beit HaMikdash, there is no hazev v'shok. Aval. Bezman she Beit HaMikdash kayam. Mai lo. When the Beit HaMikdash is kayam and the teruma was the oraita, he was allowed to feed her. He was not allowed to feed the teruma. So adetani en ma'achila behazev v'shok. Why are you saying he doesn't feed her hazev v'shok? Say he doesn't feed her in teruma when there was a Beit HaMikdash. Why is Resh Lakish's differentiation between teruma and hazev v'shok? If the differentiation is teruma de Rabbanan and teruma de Oraita, so say ma'achila betruma de Rabbanan ve'en ma'achila betruma de Oraita. Why are you telling me en ma'achila behazev v'shok? Why you have to jump to a different category? Right? Adetani en ma'achila behazev v'shok liflog v'litni bedideh. Why don't you differentiate within teruma itself? V'med varim amurim beteruma de Rabbanan. Aval betiruma de oraita lo, he can't feed the tiruma de oraita because I'm not so sure if an androgynous is a male, and therefore I'm not so sure if this lady is married to a kohen, and therefore I can't feed her something that's de oraita. Safek de oraita lehumra. But when it comes to tiruma de Rabbanan, it's a safek de Rabbanan lekula. Says the Gemara, hachina mika amar. You're right. It means like this: kishhuma achila ma'achila betiruma bezman hazeh de Rabbanan. He could feed her when the only thing that's available to feed her is teruma de Rabbanan nowadays. Ve'en ma'achila bizman hazev v'shok. But in the time that there's hazev v'shok, when he says hazev v'shok, he's not machil. He doesn't mean only hazev v'shok. He means when hazev v'shok, which comes from a korban, is noheg. In the time of the Beit HaMikdash, when there is teruma, that's really the oraita. En ma'achila bizman hazev v'shok va'afilu teruma de Rabbanan. At that time, you don't give her any type of teruma. Even the types of teruma, Rashi holds that the teruma, only teruma that's deoraita are the species that are mentioned deoraita legabe ma'aseh, which is dagan tirosh v'yitzar. Right? According to Rashi, every other teruma is the Rabbanan. So Rashi says in the time of the Beit HaMikdash, if you have teruma of figs, the Rabbanan. Terumat perot is the Rabbanan. So in the time of the Beit HaMikdash, even to feed a teruma that's the Rabbanan, you can't feed her. Why? Because you might come to feed a teruma which is the Oraita, or Hazev V'Shok, which is the Oraita. But nowadays, when there's no Beit HaMikdash, there is no Terumah Deoraita. So I don't have to tell you don't give it to Rabbanan because you might come to give it Deoraita. There's nothing Deoraita around. Right?
Suppose you found a shop around.
It's notar. It was notar the day after the Beit HaMikdash closed. Okay, let's see Rashi. Ma'achila betruma. The kaman mefaresh la betruma bizman hazeh derabanan. The Gemara is going to explain it's talking truma nowadays, which is derabanan. Aval b'midi deoraita lo. You can't feed anything that's deoraita. My ta'ama, what's the reason? I safek ishaw. He's still a safek. Achi nami kamar. V'achi ma'ashma milta deresh lakish. Ma'achila betruma kilomar bizman hazeh. You can feed a teruma nowadays. She'en noheg ela teruma. That teruma only applies. Ve'en ma'achila beklum, but you can't feed her anything. Bizman shehazeh v'shok noagim. Dahainu kishamekdash kayam. Afilu betruma d'rabanan. Kegon terumat perot. Ho'il, what's a terumat d'rabanan that could apply in the time of the Beit HaMikdash? Terumat perot. Ho'il v'ika terumat deoraita. Since there is a terumat deoraita, kegon dagan tirosh v'yitzar. Like wheat and wine and oil. The Gemara says, "Rabbi Yochanan Amar, af ma'achila b'chazeh v'shok." Rabbi Yochanan holds he can feed a chazeh v'shok. Rashi, af ma'achila dezachar me'al yahu. He's a full-fledged zachar. Amar lei, Rabbi Yochanan. L'resh Lakish. Mi savar, do you believe teruma bizman hazeh d'rabanan? Rashi. Mi savar teruma bizman hazeh d'rabanan demukmat la lematnitim b'midi d'rabanan. You say it's only talking d'rabanan v'asart la b'chazeh v'shok. Amar le Resh Lakish answered him in. Sha'ani shoneh. I have in my Mishnayot igul be'igulim oleh. Igul shel devela. They used to press the devela, the figs, the dried figs into a round cake, right? So ani shoneh igul be'igulim oleh. Now, so that means that the teruma is batel. Why is it batel? Rashi. Shani shoneh braita igul shel teruma batel b'me'ah shel cholin. Or igul shel teruma teme'ah. Betela, meaning you have teruma into chulin, is batel. Or igul shel teruma teme'ah. Batel b'me'ah igulim shel teruma tehora. Or an igul of teruma teme'ah is batel in 100 of teruma tehora. V'i teruma bizman hazeh deoraita. But if teruma is deoraita, is this one? What's this? V'i teruma bizman hazeh deoraita. Kivan de igul davar hashuvu. Since an igul, a whole cake is something important. Vidar koli manot, and they sell it by the piece. They count them 1, 2. Give me 5 igulim. Lo batil, it can't be batil. There's a certain hashivut when you sell something by the piece. It's not batil. What could be batil? Something that just gets mixed in. That doesn't have an individual hashivut. But something that has an individual hashivut. How are you going to say it's batil? You count it by the piece, right? Lo batil. Afal gav de terumat te'enim de Rabbanan. Even though Rashi says the teruma of figs is de Rabbanan always. Ho'il ve teruma de oraita noheget. Since nowadays teruma de oraita applies. Lo mevatlinam. We wouldn't be batel. The Rabbanan gezerah de Rabbanan. If we allowed such teruma to be batel atu de oraita. So Resh Lakish says, if I have a braita that says igul be'igulim oleh, if teruma would be to oraita bizman hazeh, we wouldn't allow it. Must be the reason why nowadays igul be'igulim is oleh, even though it's a davar shebeminyan, even though it's something that you count, is because teruma bizman hazeh drabanan. So they were lenient to allow the bitul of a davar shebeminyan, something that you count. Amar lei. So Rabbi Yochanan told him, I disagree. V'halo ani shoneh haticha b'hatichot oleh. I have a braita that says that a piece of korban, a piece of hatat, is oleh among other hataot. You can't. There is no such thing as a hatat or an olah or shalamim, which is the rabbanan. right? So al korchach, your assumption that a davar shebeminyan or a chaticha is not batel is wrong. So what's the answer? How come igul be'igulim olez? Not because it's the Rabbanan. Right? Mi savar, do you think kol shedar kolem no chaninu? Do you think that anything that's counted on a regular basis is chashuv enough that it's not batel? It's not true. Et shedar kolem no chaninu. Kol is more inclusive than et. Kol means if it's usually counted, that's enough to make it chashuv and it's not batel. If we say et shedar kolem no chaninu, things that are exclusively counted and they're never sold by the pound or in a lot, that's what's chashuv and is not batel. Maihi, what's this mahloket? Now before we move on, let's see Rashi. Amar leva lo ani shone, klomar mi'it lecha lemigzar behad rabanan atu doraita. Are you making a gezerah rabanan atu doraita? Inami atit leftule bedoraita. Even if this teruma was doraita, lav isurahu. Shehare ani shone, I teach chaticha shel hatat temea, batel betehora. A chaticha of hatat temea is batel in the tehora. Vehacha midi deoraitahu. Chatat is always deoraita. Ve'afalgav de darkol imanot. Even though they count the pieces, the mi savart, you think that what's considered a davar, something that's normally counted is kol shedar kolem not shaninu, is things that are always counted. De lo batil, it's not true. Et shedar kolem not b'minyan shaninu. What's always counted is what we taught that can't be batil. She'asauhu miyuhad leminyan. They made it specifically to be sold by number, by piece. Aval chaticha, a piece of hatav igul, even though most of the time they sell it by the piece. Pe'amim shehem nimkarim be'omer. Here, take the whole pile. I'm not counting it. Aval gav derigilim limnot. Ho'il ve'ena miyuhadim bekach. Since it's not exclusively sold like that, betelim. Where do we find this? Maihi. The Tanan, where's that Mishnah that they're discussing? The Tanan, Mi shayu lo havile tiltan shel kilei kerem. Rashi says tiltan is fenugreek. Min kitnit, it's a type of bean. Ulamateka kederaba, it comes to sweeten the food. So he has these bundles, shel kilei kerem. Yidleku. You have to burn them. Why? Kilei kerem is asur v'ana, you have to burn it. Yidleku kilayim b'srefa dichtiv tukdash tukad esh. No problem. So that's if you have the bundles. Nitarvu ba'achirot. You have some fenugreek which is kilei kerem, some which is not. Some of the kilei kerem bundles got mixed in with the regular bundles. Kulan yidleku, they all have to be burnt. Divrei Rabbi Meir. Rashi. Kulam yidleku delo batli kedekatani ta'ama. Like we learned, Shaya Rabbi Meir Omer, kol shedarko limanot. Anything that you sell by the piece is mekadesh. What's mixed with it? The em batel berov, and it's not batel berov. Or beresh aleph, it's not batel with 200. Shekilei kerem, bedavar she'en beminan. Kilei kerem, when you mix it with something that's not the same. Betelim be'eharu matayim is batel in 201. Keda amar be'pesachim be'pelek elu ovrim. We learn in Masechet Pesachim. Mena matayim mimotar shete meot. When it's more than 200, shenishtayru bebor. Mikan le'orla v'kilei kerem. They learn from there that orla and kilei kerem, which is asur v'ana'ah, shebetelim be'matayim. It's batel in 200. The Chachamim say no. Bundles of tiltan ya'alu be'ehad u'matayim. They could still be batel. Shaya Rabbi Meir Omer, Rabbi Meir used to say, kol shedar kolim not mekadesh. Anything that's normally counted is mekadesh. It makes it asur and you have to burn it. The Chachamim omrim en mekadesh ela shisha devarim bilvad. The Chachamim say only 6 things. Rashi Mekadesh, only 6 things that are exclusively. Rabbi Akiva Omer Shiv'a, Elohen, Egoze Perach, these nuts that come from Prach, Rashi says is a place. V'rimune Baden, the rimunim from Baden. V'haviyot Situmot, enclosed barrels. V'halfe Tardin, some sort of sillet, spinach. V'kilhe Kruv, Kulhe Kruv, and big stalks of cabbage. V'dalat Yevanit, and Greek pumpkins. So all these things were very hashuv, and therefore they sold them by the piece, and therefore they're not batil. But Rabbi Akiva mosif af kikarot shel balabayit, homemade artisan loaves, also they sell by the piece. And on each of those, what are we talking about? Haruim le orla, the ones that orla apply to, like rimonim and egozim. Orla, we're talking that they were orla mixed in with others. Lekilei kerem, the ones like dala'at and kul hikruv that orla can't apply to, we're talking kilei kerem. And they're mutually exclusive because trees are not subject to kilei kerem and vegetables are not subject to orla. Rabbi Yochanan savar, Rabbi Yochanan held, et shedarko limnot shaninu. So this is what the Chachamim said. This is what the Chachamim said. That only 6 things, those should be categorized as et shedarko limnot. Only things that are always counted. Rashi, et shedarko limnot shemiyuhad b'minyan shaninu dulo batil. Hilka hatichot ve'igulim, just pieces or these cakes. Avalgav shedarkan limanot, even though generally you count them. Ho'il shedarkan nami limacher be'omet, sometimes you sell it by estimation. Betili it's batel. Ve'resh lakish savar kol shedarko limnot. Afilu lefrakim, even if sometimes you sell it by the piece. Shaninu dulo batil. Hilkach igul, a cake, round cake. Isalka daitach teruma bizman hazeh deoraita. If you will hold that teruma nowadays is deoraita, lo haya batil, it wouldn't be batil. So the Ritva says, Rova mefarashim iskimu de plukta de Resh Lakish Rabbi Yochanan is going according to the Rabbi Meir. They're arguing in the Rabbi Meir shita. Rabbi Meir says kol shedarko et shedarko, but according to the Chachamim they would all agree that it's et shedarko, only those 6 things. Mulefikach tafsu leshono. Rabbi Meir said kol shedarko limnot, and Rabbi Yochanan changes it to et shedarko limnot.
Because of the pressure, because of that, you have some.
Aval Rabbanan,
Therefore, we were more
even et shedarko, even things that are always counted as batil. Shelo asru elavav devarim, only those 6 things. Shem hashuvim meod. So how come are they arguing according to the Rabbi Meir? Because they hold that that's the halacha.
The question is, today, it's not clear. It's a problem. The halacha says if you cut cheese, you can't cut cold, you can't cut bread.
V'yesh mefarshim, and some say Rabbi Yochanan is arguing according to the Rabbanan.
You have a cold. You have a knife to cut bread with. You don't use dairy knife.
And these 6 things is lav dafka. Ela, that's talking about what was around then. But anything that's et shedarko, and they're arguing what they hold. The Rabbi Yochanan holds those things are
So that's the question. You have to get to
et shedarko limnot.
Because today, first of all,
And Resh Lakish says it's kol shedarko limnot.
that way out of the
And even though they didn't use that term,
learning anything.
that's how they're arguing.
Because the knives are clean. You take a knife. You just
Fine. So either way, whether they're arguing to be Meir or Chachamim, either way, that's the machloket. And that's a serious machloket. Do you say kol shedarko limnot, anything that's counted in general, or sometimes, or et shedarko limnot, things that are exclusively sold by the count. And it comes up fairly often in Shas. The Gemara continues. My hatichot, my chaticha. Rabbi Yohanan asked Resh Lakish, he said, how could you say, because of your braita of igulim, that it must be talk, that the reason why the igul is batel, is even though it's a davar shebeminyan, is because it's the Rabbanan. You're not going to be able to answer the braita that I'm going to quote you, haticha b'hatichot, a piece of korban. My haticha, what's this braita? The Tanya, haticha shel hatat teme'ah. If you have a piece of hatat which is tameh, shenit arva b'me'ah hatichot shel chataot tehorot, they got mixed in with 100 pieces of hatat, which are tahor. So clearly the oraita, right? Very good. V'chen perusa shel lechem apanim teme'ah, שנתערבה ב100 פירוסות של לחם הפנים טהורות. Got mixed into 100 pieces of tahor. Ta'aleh, it's batel. Ta'aleh means that you have to take it out. But when you take it out, it's batel. Right? Now, how is it batel? Hare, if you hold et shedarko lemnot kol shedarko lemnot shaninu, anything that's sold by the piece, pieces of hatat, you count them by the piece. So according to Rish Lakish, it should never be batel. What's Rish Lakish's answer? It's the Rabbanan. Hatat is never the Rabbanan. Look in Rashi.
I told him we're not so amateurs here. We don't need the fancy tone.
Sorry.
Rabbi in the class.
Ta'aleh. Rabbi Yehuda omer lo ta'aleh. Rashi. Rabbi Yehuda omer lo ta'aleh. Tekasavar Rabbi Yehuda b'kol duchta. Rabbi Yehuda holds min b'mino. The same type of things are never batel. You can only be batel in eno mino. That's Rabbi Yehuda. Min b'mino lo batel. He learns it from Pesukim. And the Chachamim hold no. Min b'mino is batel only by things that go on the mizbeach. It's not batel. However, the Gemara says, aval haticha shel hatat tehora. If you have a piece of korban hatat which is tahor, shenitarva b'me'ah hatichot shel hulin tehorot, they got mixed into 100 pieces of hulin which are tahor. V'chem perusa shel lechem apanim tehora, a piece of lechem apanim which is tahor, shenitarva b'me'ah perusot shel hulin tehorot, they got mixed in with 100 pieces of hulin which are tahor. Now those pieces, there's nothing asur. Meaning, if you have a piece of hatat that's tameh, if you're not going to make it batel, you have to throw it all out. Right? Because nobody could eat a hatat which is tameh. But if you have a piece of hatat which is tahor, that got mixed into regular meat, give them all to a kohen. It's like a davar sheyesh lo matirim. It's not a big loss. So in those cases, everybody agrees, don't be mevatel it. Just give it to somebody that could eat it. Look in Rashi. Divrei hakol lo ta'aleh tanakama modeh. Ho'il ve'efshar lemochran lekohen be'efsed mu'at. Since you could sell it to a kohen with a small loss, period. V'chaticha u'prusa darkan lemnot. And they are counted. So when am I lenient and I say et shedarko and not kol shedarko? That's only when there's a big loss, when you have to throw it all out. But mishum hefsed mu'at, but for a small loss of going down from hulin to teruma to kodesh, lo mevatlina nisura de oraita. V'aval gav the igul batel behulin, even though the igul will be batel in hulin, v'lo mezavninan lele kohen, hatamhu the igul gufe de teruma de rabbananhi. The igul itself is teruma de rabbanan according to everybody. Even Rabbi Yochanan agrees that. V'reisha ta'aleh, in the reisha when we said ta'aleh, the en lahem takana ela serefa. But in the beginning, when we said that you have a piece of hatat teme'ah or a piece of lechem apanim teme'ah, the only thing to do is to burn it. V'ika have said kodashim, so we can't be mahmir in such a case. But you see clearly that even though it's et shedar kolim not, even though it's kol shedar kolim not, it's things that are generally counted, it's batel. So what's Resh Lakish going to say? Katani mi areisha ta'aleh, and it's a deoraita. We're talking that it melted. You cook them, and now they're not pieces anymore. You broke up the pieces. So it's not hashuv anymore. That's when Even though it says chaticha, it means that you cooked it already or something, and now it's small pieces.
Well, then you'll even know what's going on. You don't know what you.
I understand, but now it's not important pieces that can't be batel. It's small insignificant pieces.
And those could be batel.
And those could be batel. Bini mocha. Ihachi mai ta'amad Rabbi Yehuda. What's Rabbi Yehuda's reason? It's not hashuv. Rabbi Yehuda leta'amed. Amar min bimino lo batil.
Even when it's not even when you can't distinguish it at all.
Yes, Rabbi Yehuda holds dam and dam is not batil. Bekisui adam u be'akometz. He holds it min bimino lo batil. Also says Adarba, he only holds min b'min lo batel in liquids. Okay, I'll leave it over here.